But now it's a new season. It's America's opening, and we're in Park City, Utah, where the World Cup for Women is opening for the first time here in the United States. Up skiing on ESPN. America's opening from Park City, Utah. Significance of all of this?
Well, it's very significant, of course, for the ski industry, first of all. Those early promotions, advertisement in the early season is a lot worth for our industry. Then, of course, we have the public. We have spectators from a big city just down the valley who are coming up here in tons. We have thousands and thousands of people up here, which makes a race a real competition.
And Harold, this has to be absolutely great for the U.S. racers.
Well, that's good for us. Maybe it's even too much. They cheer them on too much. And, you know, we, of course, like the background from the spectators. It is helping. I hope it helps our younger ski racers, because that could be, of course, a little problem for them.
Okay, Harold, last year was a great result. We're going to have a great one this year. Let's take a look at the standings from the World Cup Slalom of last year. Roswitha Steiner from Austria won the World Cup Slalom for Women last year. She won 4 individual slalom events. We're watching her here in Waterville Valley as she had that great run which gave her the title. Roswitha Steiner will be tough to beat again this year. The person who finished second, Erica Hess. Actually, Steiner and Hess tied for first in points. But because Hess only won 2 events to Steiner's 4, Steiner was the winner. Erica Hess will be out to regain the title she lost last year. Marine Poulin from France finished 3rd in the World Cup Slalom last season. The young French ski racer who was 2nd in the Olympics in 1984 in Sarajevo has retired from competition. She'll be missed. She's been one of the most popular skiers on the World Cup circuit. Also retiring, Olga Shavatova from Czechoslovakia, who finished 4th. Shavatova, a big girl, very strong. Not what you would usually expect in slalom, nevertheless has had a great World Cup season. And Bridget Ortley, also a tall girl from Switzerland, tied for 5th in the World Cup Slalom. She's back this year. She'll be tough to beat here today in Park City. Tied with Ortley is Ida Ladstetter from Austria, one of the youngsters at 21 years of age who is really leading this strong Austrian team. She is also here in Park City today. Harold, as far as the U.S. women were concerned last year, it wasn't exactly what you had in mind, was it?
No, absolutely not. We did not have a very good year, and we had to do some changes, but yesterday I was really pleased. For an opening, for us it was very, very good having 5 ladies qualifying for that first giant slalom for the second run. And then, of course, with Tamara 7th place being 3rd in the second run, that's very, very good, and we know now where we are standing. Debbie Armstrong coming back from that bad injury she had, finishing 12th. And then, of course, Diane Rafi skiing very, very well that first run, at least halfway down the mountain, with having the second best time on midway. Yes, I have to say I'm pleased.
Okay, Harold, and the conditions are perfect here today. The first run of slalom has already been completed. We're going to be coming back and showing you the highlights after this. The season is about to start. We're standing at the finish line. 57 gates. The women have a tough job to get to that point.
It's a fantastic course. We have cold temperatures here in Park City. The course is even firmer than it was yesterday. Just right for the slalom. A steep pitch on the top, flattens out here in the middle part, and then drops down to the finish area. Everybody is happy. We have a sunny day, and we are expecting a real good race.
Okay, Harold, this course was set this morning. A lot of difficult combinations to test the ability of the skiers. We're ready now for the first skier, Tara McKinney. Let's go to the top for her run. Tamara McKinney of the United States, ready to go now and out of the starting gate. She was only 14th in the World Cup last year after a second place finish the year before. So Tamara McKinney really trying to prove herself, Harold, this winter.
That's the gate, that's the gate, that's that slick gate.
It's very tough there, but yes, McKinney got it right around it.
She just made it.
Okay, Tara McKinney, really smooth on her skis. It's hard sometimes to tell whether she's going fast or not, isn't it?
She's skiing well. You can't see anything here. Very centered position.
McKinney seems to be getting very close to the edges. You notice how those rapid gates have a little hinge on them and they pop right back up. But McKinney doesn't go through them as much as some of the later ones go. Tara McKinney, though, coming down. A little bit of a slip right there.
Made it into the finish line.
Okay, Tara McKinney, the first woman down the course, has the lead, of course. Karine Schmidhauser of Switzerland. Very brilliant young woman on the Swiss team, studying to be a doctor. Out of the starting gate. It's a tough gate coming up, Harold. About this 4th or 5th gate right here.
It's a little bit further down, Bob. It's about a 10th gate, and it's coming out right now. She had no problems whatsoever.
No problems
there.
at all. Schmidhauser, she won a race in Czechoslovakia last season. She has a little bit different style, doesn't she?
Yes, a little different style, and her tails are swiveling out a little bit more, but she skis aggressively. You can see the poles are not standing in her way at all.
Notice how she knocks the poles out of her way with that left arm. She kind of brushes them out with that left arm. Doesn't matter whether she's going left or right. She keeps brushing them out of her way with that left arm.
That's good skiing here. There's no doubt about it.
McKinney's trying to beat on the left. Oh, trouble there, and that's a tough gate down there. So we're going to see how McKinney's time holds up. Schmidhauser takes the lead. Margazada Talaka Magore. The two Polish twins who is now skiing for France. Outstanding slalom specialist. She had all kinds of trouble getting certified last year, but she switched citizenships. But she's back skiing. She actually skied very well at the end of the season last year.
Strong skiers, strong ladies, and she is, of course, skiing now for France, and this is aggressive skiing.
However, her midway time was not very good, but look at her attack down through here. She's really going after it.
Yes. Again, a lot of work with the upper body, and that looks fast. You know, you have to look at the skis, where the line is going. And the closer the lines are to the poles, the faster the skier is going.
Okay, right now, Tara McKinney sitting in second place. Schmidhauser of Switzerland is in first place. We're watching Magore Talaka coming down third place, so he still stays in second place. She did attack very well in the bottom part of the course. Roswitha Steiner, the World Cup slalom champion from last season, winner of 4 World Cup events, is now on the course. She almost quit because of injuries 2 years ago. Very discouraged, and was talked back by Andre Raut, the head coach of the Austrian team, and now all of a sudden here she is and skiing better than ever.
And she is skiing well.
We'll see her split time to know exactly how she's doing, and she has the best midway time. So Steiner now is having an outstanding. Oh, look at, she had trouble with her goggles. Had to put them back on her head. But now she's back skiing again. That's going to cost her a little concentration.
Doesn't interrupt her too much. She's skiing well. Although the flat part I didn't like too much. There was a little bit too long ways in there.
She seems to be having those planks hitting her right in the head. That could be dangerous. We'll see how her time is. She had the best midway time. Here she comes, Steiner through the finish line. Third place, so she had trouble with those goggles. And look at her reach up to put them up one more time. Okay, now we have coming up Brigitte Ortlieb from Switzerland, the 24-year-old who is outstanding in slalom. She's big and strong, and she really goes right through the gates. But she has quick feet.
It's very quick feet, and I like her skiing too. She is, of course, a tall lady, and she likes those courses on medium steep terrain. Although I have to say her turns are too wide here.
Okay, we're going to see. She has not had a great midway time, but only 0.3 per second out. It's interesting because she doesn't look as though she's going that fast, but it's very deceiving, isn't it?
Quiet upper body. You don't see how fast they're going because it looks rather quiet and not nervous.
Talking about shitting the gates, she really does sort of go right through them, doesn't she?
Yes.
Lots of different styles, but the results have to be the same. Keep those skis turning down the mountain. Here we have Brigitte Ortlieb of Switzerland going through the finish line and a pretty good run. She knocks Erika Hess out of 5th place. Trying to win a spot in the national teams to go on the World Cup circuit.
And a tremendous showing already here in Park City last spring, or better say this spring in last March. Same thing again, that upright upper body, skiing through the poles, and very, very, very quick feet.
Okay, she had the 5th best intermediate time. The best one turned in by Roswitha Steiner, her teammate. So we're going to see right now, how can she do down here? Buder from Austria. Oh, she had trouble with her goggles. She had to move them back on her head. That cost her some time. Tough break for her. But she keeps those skis going down the hill and got very wide on that gate down here at the bottom. That's a tough gate. It'll cost her a lot of time. But she does move into 5th place. A very good run for her completely when you see that she had to knock her goggles off. And now out of the sliding gate, Eva Twadokans of the United States. And Harold, she would really like to fire a good run.
Yes, and we're looking forward. She is good in slalom this year. She's excellent, and she's skiing aggressive. You see it.
She does not lack for aggressiveness. She really fired out of that sliding gate. Oh, trouble right there. Tough break for her. Maybe trying to go a little too fast. Let's take another look, Harold. Eva Twadokans coming down here now. Doing well up to now.
That's good skiing here. But I assume that she turns a little bit too late, got hung up on those gates before, and then skis into the pole and doesn't have enough room anymore for the next gate.
Monika Meyerhofer, a youngster from Austria. Talking to the Austrian coaches, they are very excited about their young slalom team. They feel they've come a long way, and indeed they have, Harold.
They have come a long way, and it showed up last year already, right at the beginning in sister year, what kind of a young, good slalom troupe they have.
Interesting how a team will copy the leader, and they all seem to ski like little Roswitha Steiners. As a matter of fact, if you didn't know who it was, you could say, hey, this is Steiner coming down.
That's exactly right, and she has a little problem here, get a little bit late, but, you know, she picks it up right away.
But she's 9th at the midway. She could really move up there and stay in this top 10. This would be a great break from the youngster from Austria.
Yes, and what we have to see here is that smooth movement of that lower body. Upper body is just skiing through the poles, and nothing happens up there. Really, really quiet upper body movements.
Okay, skiing very well. She started in 25th position here, as we can see by her bib number. That means that's her current ranking on the World Cup circuit. Trying to move up and get it better. Outstanding time for Meyerhofer, finishing in 5th place. The youngster really skied well, and now another youngster, von Gruningen from Switzerland. Von Gruningen out of the starting gate. The Swiss have not been as good this year as I thought they would be. Hess has not had a very good run. Already down the course. We're going to see the split time here of von Gruningen. See how she's doing. 17th position, not exceptional.
And von Gruningen probably is going to ski in the flat parts a little bit faster. She likes also the Super G, which of course could give her some advantages here.
But she's very smooth down through here on the bottom part of the course. Seems to be skiing a lot better. The course is still in pretty good shape. It has not deteriorated from the previous runners that much.
Lost her pole momentarily, but picked it up right away.
And looks like she's having a pretty good run through the finish line. And she is in 5th place. Von Gruningen from Switzerland moves up into 5th position. Ulrike Meyer from Austria, now another young Austrian out of the study. Where do these young Austrians come from, Harold?
Well, they have a program, of course, a good junior program over there, but you didn't hear of these athletes too much so far, except last year when they really made a jump in the World Cup circuit and came up. And again, she skis a little bit more radically.
She's only 19 years of age. She had a good midway time. So she's coming on strong, and she looks like she's really attacking down through here.
That's aggressive skiing, through the poles. Let those skis stay on that tight, straight line.
And she's really going for it. You can just see it. She can't wait to get from one turn to the other. Time to beat. The time turned in by Schmidhauser of Switzerland. Tara McKinney is in 2nd place. Looks very good in that turn.
Excellent skiing on the bottom.
And she turns in a 9th. She's in 9th position at the moment. A good run for her. Go. Coming up, Beth Madsen of the United States, and she is now on the course. She's a good slalom skier. She finished, as we can see by her start number, currently at least, of the active girls, 34th in the slalom standings.
Yes, and she's skiing well so far. Her midway time is 17.
Okay, she is about cut her start number. She's exactly cut it in half as far as the midway time. Now she could fire down here at the bottom. She could move up to the top 15.
She likes hard snow. She got it here.
Good slalom skier from Aspen, Colorado. Beth Madsen. Trying to join her teammate, who is in 2nd place, Tara McKinney, in that top group.
Excellent skiing.
A little bit late right in there, but she's still firing through the finish line. And she moves into 10th place.
Right.
Very good run for Beth Madsen of the United States.
Sitting in 2nd place, and then Beth Madsen from 34th position came up to 10th. And we have Chrissy Terschen in there. It was probably a little bit too much for our younger ones. Well, I'm stunned. I think I've never seen that before, but...
Okay, now up to the top for the serious part of today's event, and the women are about ready to start the second run. The first person out will be Caroline Beer from Austria. From Austria now in the starting gate, 22-year-old, was 1.24 seconds behind Schmidhauser. She finished 15th after the first run. The order of the first 15 is reversed for the second run. So Schmidhauser, who had the lead after that first run, will come down last. But now Caroline Beer mainly has competed on the Europa Cup circuit. That's for youngsters trying to make the World Cup circuit in Europe. Out of the starting gate, leading off the second run here in Park City.
And a very impressive start, I have to say.
We're going to see very good snow for her, so she doesn't have to worry about the ruts that some of the later races will have to combat. Tara McKinney will start actually in 14th position since she was second after the first run. Her midway time, 17.1. She's been known to be quite unpredictable as far as the Austrian coaches are concerned, and they feel that she has to be pushed a little bit. And it does look like she has kind of a softer, she isn't really attacking too much, is she, Harold?
She is skiing tentatively, and she could attack a little bit more. That's obvious. But, you know, she's the pace setter. We will see what kind of a time she is able to make.
Okay, Caroline Beer coming through the finish line now. She will set the pace. The first runner down. 51.3 seconds. Now, out of the starting gate, Erika Hess. She was 1.1 seconds behind it in 14th position. That's not a very good start for her. She did not ski very well in that first run. Erika Hess with 19 slalom victories in her career.
As it looks, we have a little longer run here, time-wise. That means their run is probably turning a little bit more than the first one.
It does seem to be turning back and forth a lot. Not quite as quick as it was before. This will put a real premium on technique. Erika Hess, look at how she is on her skis. Never seems to move at all.
Still nice skiing. She might be not as fast as the fastest one at this very moment, but that will come up.
Okay, Caroline Beer, the first racer down. The time to beat, 51.47. Hess is going to take the lead. Erika Hess, very smooth on her skis, got her pole caught a little bit on the pole right there, her hand caught, and here she comes through the finish line with a good second run, and she has taken over the lead for the moment. Erika Hess, who was 14th after the first run, our current leader. Next racer, Anita Wachter from Austria, outstanding young skier on the Austrian team. They had 6 racers who finished in the top 15 after that first run. They're skiing very well, aren't they, Harold?
They're skiing excellent. They're skiing excellent. I have to say it over and over again. They're skiing with a so-called new style, a very quiet upper body, upright skiing. Let the feet move laterally, left and right, and still find the closest and the tightest line down the mountain.
Okay, she was just behind on her midway time, but not that much behind. She could make it up down here, keeping in mind that she was in 13th place, 1.14 seconds behind the leader, Schmidhauser, who will, of course, come down in 15th position. Tara McKinney will be 14th coming down because she was second.
Little mistakes are adding up, and that will, of course, show up in her finish time.
Andreas Rauch, the Austrian coach, told me just a few minutes ago that they've worked very hard for 2 seasons now on technique, and it's starting to pay off. And through the finish line, in second place, behind Hess, Wachter of Austria. Next racer, Camilla Nilsson from Sweden. Her brother won the World Championship Slalom in 1985 in Bormio, Italy. She was 1.04 seconds behind. She's an outstanding slalom ski racer, too. Swedes have a lot of good men on the circuit as far as slalom is concerned. Not that many women.
That's right, but they're trying since quite a few years already to get a strong women's team together, and they're not skiing bad. You can see that.
Oh, she has the fastest midway time. Just barely, but the fastest midway time for Camilla Nilsson of Sweden.
She also skis like her brother a little bit. She's leaning into the poles, as you can see, knocking the poles over with her upper body.
Those poles have hinges on them, so they bounce right back up, and the racers can go right through them. They used to have to go around them before they had those hinge gates. Coming now through the finish. Down here, just a few more gates to go. Camilla Nilsson of Sweden. And she looks like she's having an outstanding run. She does. She has the fastest time so far. Nielsen moves into first place and knocks Erica Hess into second place. Young Yugoslavian ski racer Monica Diesman coming down now. She was tied for 11th after that first run. Might want to just make a comment on the helmet that she's wearing, Harold.
Yes, well, that helmet, they call it Happy Hat. And we have, of course, different kind of helmets already out there. Those helmets are providing the athletes, or giving the athletes, better to say, the chance to even hit those poles out of their way with their foreheads without getting hurt and moving their goggles left or right out of their face.
Boy, look at her. She's really going through those poles. She's really attacking. Look at the aggressiveness on this woman. She really is attacking, isn't she, down through here?
She is attacking very well. This is fun to watch.
49.85 the time to beat as she comes down through the final gates here in this second run of slalom here in Park City. First slalom race of the World Cup season.
Little slip there, a little slip, another slip, and that could be adding up. And it did.
And it did. That probably cost her the lead. And we'll be back. Who was in 10th place from Aspen, Colorado. She took time off from school here a couple of years ago, came back on the circuit last year, and it seems to be paying off, Harold. Good slalom ski racer.
Yes.
She's really attacking up here. What a break for her.
Well, that's a change from 34th place now in 10th place. We're starting actually in 6th position already.
Well, she didn't have that fast a time on the top, about 0.2 of a second behind. She could make it up down here at the bottom. Look at her go after it, though. Beth Madsen with an opportunity to really help herself on the overall World Cup and increase those rankings. She doesn't like starting in 34th position.
Yes, she has a little timing problem down there. Her turns are not at the point, and that moves her around a little bit, but she's knocking the poles out, and it looks good.
Nielsen's time on the left, the time to beat. A little bit wide down here at the bottom for Beth Madsen. Down through the finish line, though, with a time. 4th place. Moves her into 4th place. So Beth Madsen looks like she has a great opportunity to at least stay in the top 10 here, which would be a good result for her, although I think she's not that happy with her run. Coming up now, Meyer from Austria, 19-year-old. She won a NORAM race here in Snowbird, Utah last year.
Yes, and of course, those Austrians were over here quite a few times for our NORAM races. In the early winter and then at the later part, she had a couple of wide turns here, but she was sitting on her tails, which accelerates and keeps the speed.
Okay, here we have Meyer from Austria. There's a lot of good Austrian ski racers in this first group of 15. Top 15 qualified from that first run. Running in reverse order, the last racer down will be Schmidhauser, who has a chance to win, that is. From Switzerland, Tara McKinney was second. She'll be the next to last person down. We're watching right now Meyer from Austria. And that top time, Nielsen from Sweden, continues to hold up. And that moves Beth Madsen into 5th place. And now, Brigitte Ortli from Switzerland, an outstanding ski racer at 24. She was 89 hundredths of a second behind her countrywoman, Schmidhauser. We will see her really attack in this second run. She really kind of goes right through those poles. She kind of hits them right on her knees as she comes down here. Bangs those poles right out of the way. Shins them right out of there sometimes.
Yes, sometimes it doesn't look that pretty if they shin those poles away and the upper body lays a little bit behind. But of course it's fast.
And she wasn't that good on the top out, only the 7th best intermediate time. So not a very good run going for Ortli right so far.
Well, down here now, she hooked the tip.
Hooked the tip. And that's a tough break for her, Harold. For Brigitte Ortli. Let's take another look at that.
Well, I thought she's a little bit out of rhythm right here in this gate, and there she is hooking up. She was out of rhythm at the previous gate a little bit, sitting behind, starting too early, and...
Okay, but up at the top, 22-year-old Austrian Karen Buder. She was 88 hundredths of a second behind. She was tied for 6th after that first run. Tied with the next girl, Monika Meyerhofer. Slalom specialist.
Yes, Slalom specialist, I don't like these turns too much up there, but we'll see how that time is working out.
And this girl has kind of a strange way of skiing. It looks like she's always going to go out of the course, but she keeps going down the hill. She's kind of awkward, isn't she? Not having a very good run.
I'm just mentioning that because you cannot go what you like and what you don't like. You have to look at the skis, where the skis are gliding. Look at the line, then you know whether they're fast or not.
And she's had a lot of trouble in her career hooking gates. I can understand why, because she seems to get off her skis a little bit now and then. And there's the time to beat. Nilsson of Sweden still in first place. Now Buder coming down through the finish line, and she's taken over the lead. Buder of Austria, with an outstanding run, has taken over the lead. Karen Buder, and now her teammate, who is also tied for 6th place, Meyerhofer. She was 3rd in the World Series of Ski in Sestriere, Italy, just last week. So she's skiing very well also, and her coach says she's a strong one, 19 years old, another young Austrian.
And skiing on similar snow than today, and she looks good to me.
Meyerhofer from Austria.
And she has the fastest midway time.
Very outstanding, 17.1 for Meyerhofer, the best midway time, so she has the chance to take the lead from her countrywoman Buder. Austrians are certainly impressive here in the early season, the first slalom race of the World Cup season. The World Series was not a World Cup race that they had in Italy.
No slips on that outside ski.
It's the time to beat by
Beautiful
Buder.
trekking.
Meyerhofer coming down now, a few more gates to go to the finish line, looking extremely compact and on her skis, and she is in 2nd place. So while she sits in 2nd place, now ready to come down the course, 22-year-old, had 2 wins on the Europa Cup circuit last year. That circuit, as we mentioned, for the younger racers who are not quite ready for the World Cup. And Harold, she doesn't look as though she's really quite that quick.
No, she's not that quick. You're absolutely right. She's sitting there in the turns a little bit, doesn't come off her outside edge, but she's fast, Bob. Again.
She was 5th after that first one. We're getting down now to Cameron McKinney coming in 3 more races, and Schmidhauser, the leader, who will be the 5th racer down. So all these races are taking a shot. It's going to be Schmidhauser's race to win or lose. All these women now trying to take the lead. 49.51. Our leader, Karen Buder from Austria.
It's going to be tight.
Von Gruningen now with a couple. Oh, she got back a little bit and twisted on that last 3rd from last gate. Here she comes down through the finish though, and in 4th place. Little trouble there at the bottom, might have cost her a couple of places. So Meyer from Karen Buder from Austria still has the lead, and we're looking at Talaka Mogori is her new maiden name. She is from Poland. She married a member of, not a member of the French team, a member of the French bicycle team, and her sister married a French journalist. And they both moved to France last year. Couldn't race on the World Cup circuit because of political problems, but now are both coming on strong.
Strong skiing.
Good intermediate time.
Strong skiing, upright skiing, sitting on that outside ski, basic skiing here. Magor is showing us, and this will show up at the finish line if she makes it all the way down.
She only was 43 hundredths of a second in 4th place after that first run, so she is really attacking down. She's skiing very well. Oh, it looks like she got trouble.
Yeah.
She just got a little bit back and got caught on her skis, Harold. A tough break. She was having a great run.
It was a tough break, but she got out of balance a little bit, was hanging on that inside ski.
Let's take another look, because that was tough. She looked like she might have taken the lead. She just got back right there.
I guess she crossed her tips momentarily, got out of balance, and this is the result of it. She couldn't make that turn, and this is only a result of the mistakes before.
And she could never quite get back on her skis. Tough break for her, the Polish skier who is now skiing for France. Coming up, though, Roswitha Steiner from Austria, last year's World Cup winner in that exciting finish with Erika Hess. She was 41 100ths of a second behind Schmidhauser of Switzerland, who will be coming down right after Tamara McKinney. Tamara McKinney, the next skier up, but right now, Roswitha Steiner, and she really is skiing well. What a technician.
She is skiing excellently, and she has the fastest time. She has the fastest time by 3/10.
Amazing top run for Steiner. She is really skiing well. She's picking up right where she left off last year. Roswitha Steiner right here in the first World Cup slalom of the season.
Now what we have to look for here is again that basic skiing on the outside ski. stepping from the outside ski onto the new outside ski, which becomes responsible in the next turn. That is fantastic.
Steiner putting on quite a display of slalom skiing, coming down here, banging on every gate, skiing absolutely within herself, coming down to the finish. She will take the lead, I'm sure. Steiner does. Steiner takes the lead. Was in second place after that first one, only 16/100ths of a second behind. The overall World Cup champion in 1983. 1985, she lost the World Cup slalom title to Hess, Switzerland, but now she just wants a good one. Listen to this crowd today here. Thousands of people have come out from Salt Lake City and all over the place around here. Tara McKinney really wanting to have a good race and start off this World Cup season.
Second fastest midway time.
Place, Harold.
Second fastest midway time. That looks good.
Just a little over a tenth of a second behind. Tara McKinney is skiing very well. Listen to the crowd cheer her on. Look at how smooth she's skiing on her skis. No wasted motion at all.
That's right, and she learned to ski in the flat parts. That's excellent.
The time to beat to take the lead. Tara McKinney looks like she's back on her skis again. Here she is fighting down through the last few gates. Tara McKinney now coming down through 3 more gates to go to the finish line. Here she is. Tara McKinney finishes in second place for the moment with 1 racer to go. Tara McKinney has taken the lead. She was second in that run, but she overall has taken the lead. Second in the second run, but the combined time of 2 runs, and Tara McKinney has the lead with 1 racer. This woman, Corinne Schmidhauser of Switzerland, yet to go.
Okay, what a race we are having here. I'm getting all excited. That's fantastic. Corinne Schmidhauser, and she knows what she has to do now.
Tara
she
McKinney.
is a lady.
Tara McKinney sitting in first place at the bottom, and the only woman with a chance to win, Schmidhauser of Switzerland, coming down, who had a lead of 16/100ths of a second. Schmidhauser had an outstanding time on the top. Schmidhauser doesn't look like she's going that fast, Harold.
Well, she has the fastest time, and it's a typical skiing. You know, standing on the ground, it doesn't look that fast at those tall ladies, but she, of course, is turning them down.
And what an awkward style. She just keeps batting those poles out with that left arm only. Only with the left hand, not with the right. But she is keeping those skis going downhill, and she's fast. Will it be fast enough to beat McKinney, standing in first place? She has the fastest second run, and this obviously will mean that she will be our winner. Corinne Schmidhauser of Switzerland, and she is happy. Tara McKinney is in second place, and that moves Beth Madsen into 11th place. Great action here on the World Cup circuit in Park City, and we'll be back. Tell me, the first World Cup race of the season, you must have had very good training.
Yes, we have had a very good training. And for me, it was the first summer. I've trained all the summer with the team, and now, yeah, that's great.
I know you've been studying to go to medical school. What are you doing with your studies with all this skiing you're doing?
Now, at the moment I don't study. I will start next summer for some months. But the moment skiing is the first one.
Obviously, you must enjoy starting the World Cup season over here in the United States. Has it been difficult coming all the way from Switzerland here?
No, because we like it very much to run here in America. And we have made very good experience the last years here, and we like it here very much.
It's very nice to be able to talk to you once again, and I'm sure if you keep winning, I'm going to be talking to you all winter long.
We will see. Hope the best.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure. I think beyond having the ability, you need to have sort of an undoubting confidence, and I didn't have a little piece of that last year, and it's really nice to start out this way because it's something to build on.
Well, I think you can build on this. This was a great weekend. Congratulations to you.
Thanks.
And Harold, congratulations to you, Coach. It was pretty good, wasn't it?
Well, I guess so too. We talked yesterday with Tamara and said, well, Tamara, you have to be on those steps tomorrow. She did it. She almost won. We are very, very proud of her. We're also proud of Beth Madsen, who actually finished 15th. Second run wasn't as good as the first run. But, you know, we're awfully proud of those ladies. And if the other ones are make it through at the next race in Waterville Valley already, then we probably have not only 2 up there, we probably have 4 or 5 up there.
Well, this certainly was a great event, and all of us here at ESPN, we're very pleased to have been here for the first World Cup for Women ever held at the opening in the United States. And also, our congratulations and thanks to Craig Badami and his wonderful crew here at Park City.